This evening, large minibus drivers accuse other route drivers of illegal behavior. Find out how one simple job can make you big bucks. Government workers start breakaway union. In the region, Argentina's central bank raises interest rates twice in 1 week. And internationally, Canadian man wins the lotto on the same day as he retires.
From Safe TV headquarters in South Rival Gardens, this is Safe TV Headline News with George Gonzalez.
Today is Friday, May the 4th, 2018, and this edition of Headline News is now being streamed live on our Facebook page as well as our YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us. On Friday morning, Surinamese media reported that the maritime police believed that the men were attacked due to an ongoing feud between the fishermen. The two bodies were transferred to a morgue in the capital of Paramaribo and, up to news time, remained unidentified. Large minibus drivers are angry. They accuse drivers from other routes of illegal and unfair practices that are costing them big bucks. Here's more in this report. There seems to be trouble brewing at Starbrook Market between the minibus drivers. Minibus drivers for the Lodge route are accusing Route 41 bus drivers of stealing their business.
These 41 buses, when they come down there, they chase me down. They brace me in the car now because they want to take the passenger away from me. That is our route.
41, 40, we is a 46 zone and nobody's doing nothing about it. We talk to the traffic chief, we talk to the command, nobody's doing nothing about it.
For some reason I don't know, but all the buses, all the routes running down Durban Street, 41 bus, 48 bus, 45 bus, 47 bus. We only have one route and we are asking the traffic chief, the commander for breakdown, we're asking them to intervene into this matter because they are talking about accident. And this can lead to many accidents on Durban Street.
Every living bus run, all of them just run through Lodge. All, they ain't got one we don't run through. Each and every one of them just run through. They're supposed to go in, so they don't go, they're very rare.
The Lodge bus drivers are accusing the South bus drivers of taking their business even despite the presence of speed bumps in the area.
We thought they would slow them up, but they're slowing them up. Because they're saying is on Norton Street, making the run from Norton Street. Now the speed bumps come, they're still coming through. I thought they would stop, nobody.
We don't race on Durban Street. We never hit a man on Durban Street and kill him yet. South bus killed about 4 people on Norton Street already. They already killed 4 people on Norton Street.
You see 2 police now, the next half hour you see the bus again, so they mean the police take money. Nobody can get in charge. They will see the bus again through Durban. All because they're carrying up the passenger from the town up to Durban too. From in charge, from the passengers are going up to Lodge too.
One Route 41 minibus driver alleges that it's not just them.
No, I don't take the work, but what I notice is that the Lodge bus is now traversing Norton Street, as well as for the back road buses traveling both Norton and Durban now.
A 25-year-old minor was sentenced to 3 years imprisonment and fined $30,000 for trafficking cannabis. Ravi Dev Mohan appeared before the Georgetown Magistrate Court on Thursday. He admitted that on May 1st, at 4 Miles, Port Kaituma, he had 25 grams of cannabis in his possession for the purpose of trafficking. The prosecution told the court that Mohan, who is the father of one, was caught by police while on an ATV with the prohibited substance in his possession. The recent passage of the Juvenile Justice Bill in Parliament could be considered a landmark moment in Guyanese legal history. This piece of legislation will completely overhaul the relationship between law enforcement, the criminal justice system, and the youth of Guyana. In reference to this, the Rights of the Child Commission held a press conference today to discuss the implications of the bill. Here's Wendell Jeffrey.
George, today in preparation for the assent of the Juvenile Justice Bill that was just passed in the court, the RCC, the Rights of the Child Commission here in Queenstown, hosted a meeting, a press conference, and right off the bat, Mr. Amar Pandey, who is the CEO for the organization, he said that Guyana has long departed from the norms as it relates to the rights of children.
In Guyana, for many years, we have had a system of juvenile justice that invariably departs from the spirit and intent of those conventions and human rights instruments. The right to a fair and speedy trial is a fundamental component of the jurisprudence of modern democratic Commonwealth countries. As you know, the 6th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution speaks to the right to a fair and speedy trial. This is not something that we should tinker with or we should lapse with. We found out in 2015 an overwhelming majority of the children detained at the holding center were denied their right to legal representation in gross violation of the Convention on the Rights of the Child.
He said that the RCC has been sourcing lawyers through the legal aid system to assist with those children who have no representation.
UNICEF provided funding to the Guyana Legal Aid Clinic, and out of that arrangement, we have lawyers even today now visiting the Sophia Juvenile Holding Center, the New Opportunity Corps, even Timeri and New Amsterdam prisons.
We had a case of a now 19-year-old young man, Ian, who was in the system for 7 years without any representation. Ian talked about being very frustrated. He talked of the fact that he felt as though he was going mad, as though he was becoming insane.
My experience, as I mentioned yesterday, in prison, incarceration as a whole, it wasn't pleasant at all. It was very frustrating knowing that you're waiting on trial for so long. Those are some of the components in my experience that really sometimes made me, like, I want to run crazy or go insane. My age has gone up. I'm 19 years now. It is impossible for me to restart my education from a secondary level. These experiences what I had in prison, I wouldn't like to any other child in Guyana or anywhere in the world to experience because it's not conducive.
Ms. Sylvia Fouet, who is the UNICEF representative here in Guyana, when she spoke, she addressed the issue that the treatment of children in Guyana, those children who are in detention, is for the most part not acceptable.
Also the importance of every child should be represented, but also the case should be done quickly, and that's also why we also calling the government of Guyana to also bring what we call a youth court. Detention should be the last resort, and there's other ways, and I think this is where we're also engaging now with the government of Guyana.
Mr. Gonzalez, who is associated with the RCC, took time to give an overview. He said that they have been dealing since the inception of his role, at least with the RCC, they have dealt with about 300 cases for children. He said that there are about 5 cases currently where children are held for murder and they are not getting any representation.
If you're asking the question how many cases we have dealt with since the project started, and you're talking about over 300, right? But 4 murder cases specifically, but there are more murder cases in the system that we are not able to reach them all.
The Juvenile Justice Bill was just discussed in Parliament. It was passed and it awaits the assent of the President, and there are some lively, heated discussions that are going on, and no doubt we at Channel 2 Headline News will follow those discussions wherever they lead. Back to you, George.
Thanks, Wendell. Don't go away. Coming up after the break, Esther Sobers tells us how one simple job can make you big bucks. And government workers start breakaway union. But first, here's today's foreign currency exchange rate. For the latest in news from Guyana, the region, and beyond, visit our website, headlinenewsguyana.com.
It's always fresh, tasty, enticing, and the best in town, served hot from our experienced chefs. Come and enjoy our daily meals with a wide and delicious menu to choose from. Also a wide variety of pastries and dessert. We can also host your luncheons, cocktails, parties, and formal gathering. For reservation, call 225-1730, 225-0038, and delivery 225-0195 or 225-0159. The new thriving Chinese restaurant, 32 Main Street, Georgetown.
For all your floor covering needs, Kissoon's has you covered. From wall-to-wall carpets, runners, rugs in all sizes and designs, mats for all entranceways, vinyl and rubber tiles too. And with our vast stock and knowledge, you're guaranteed to find your floor covering solution with us. We provide free estimates, and did I mention we install too? Like I said, we've got you covered. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 60 years.
Mom, what are you doing with GPL on your list?
Child, you forgot I have to pay GPL?
You got time with GPL?
I have to keep these lights on. The customers who think in that manner and refuse to honor their obligation to GPL are obviously not playing their part in ensuring quality service delivery. So, I will continue to pay my GPL bill on time, every time.
I recognize the value of your point, Mom. You were right.
Welcome back. City Hall has removed another set of illegal vending structures. The removal exercise, which was spearheaded by Town Clerk Royston King, focused on Alexander Street, Borda, saying, quote, "Some retailers or wholesalers are attempting to extend a market and marketing activities in Alexander Street all the way to South Road and Kroll Street. We could not allow this. They are impeding traffic. They are creating all kinds of untidiness in this particular area. Store owners have been complaining about their entrance and exits being blocked." The town clerk added that several warnings were issued to persons to desist from selling outside of the marketing zone, which is along Robb Street between Alexander and Cumming Streets. He reminded city vendors about the agreement made for them to operate up to certain hours, saying, quote, "The other problem we have is that in Robb Street, where wholesalers appear to be going beyond the 3 hours that were awarded to them to do their wholesale business, and they are competing with the retailers to whom they are selling, and they are in fact undercutting and underselling those retailers." The town clerk also expressed concern about the manner in which vendors dispose of their garbage. Water vendors. From the East Coast to the West Bank, they can be seen on almost every street corner on any hot day. But with so many vendors on the road, one has to ask, do you actually make any money doing this? Esther Sobers took to the streets to find out.
Being self-employed has its advantages and disadvantages. For example, incomes are rarely stable. Worse yet, long working hours with few rewards make the job even more difficult. But as the economy changes, many persons are being creative and launching their own small business. In Guyana, many people branched off into vending, selling food, clothing, and almost any item that you can find in a store. But one small vending business that seems to be attracting many Guyanese, which is the water business. On any given day, water vendors can be found in and around central Georgetown at busy intersections and almost every street corner. Is it a lucrative job?
I sell water and drink because it's more profitable for me. But you gotta work for your money though. Can't stand one place and get the money. If you don't work at the end of the day, you won't make no kind of money. About 5 years now.
Carol Bob has been selling water for 5 years. She was previously a mango seller and was encouraged to join the water business by a friend, and she has not regretted doing so.
I choose that to do it because it's better for me. It's much better. It's more profitable.
Many continue to do the business as profits range from $4,000 to $5,000 per day.
If you buy the water for $1,400 case, well, you make $1,000 profit, but you just got to take out your ice money. So if you sell a 5 case and take out $1,000 for ice at the end of the day, well, you don't know, well, it's $4,000 profit you make on the water every day, if once the weather nice.
However, Malcolm Colley, a father of 3, has been doing his water vending on Ramp Road. He complains of being constantly harassed by the police officers of the Juvenile police station, who allege that he has been obstructing traffic.
I go selling on the road, you know, water could see, you know, little beverage, you don't know. It's so difficult, Guyanese police, so difficult. Can't watch at this now, as I guess again, a young 27, you know. These man come and tell me, you know, last 2 months, they charge me for crossing. So I ask them, where you can't cross in? Man say obstructing traffic. I say, man, officer is a big man. He's not no little kindergarten. No, you telling me you charging me for crossing. Crossing is when you obstructing the traffic according to you, as you say, officer. I'm not that type. Now the lights are red, I start to walk. It say green, I come off the road. Yes, we work on the road. The red light says stop. Green said go. Now when the green man said go, we gotta come off because the traffic turn. Red is we turn. Now you come in and charging me for obstructing traffic.
He also alleges that the police removed his mini fridge, which he sells water and other beverages.
I had to move from the freezer 2 times. When I moved from the freezer, I carry away the freezer, you know, I rise the freezer, drink out everything I got, try and buy it back now for turn it over. Juvenile police station, you know. Now, there's a lot of things we going through on this road, they concern this water also. Pardon me? Well, the rest of them gonna run away most. Obviously, they not want to get locked up. I got my family. So I gotta move. I got other alternative. I'm on blackmaker. Now I see the fighting me down with me. Also, I abscond from the work 2 weeks.
Headline News made contact with Juvenile police station. According to the officer on duty, the vendors have been warned numerous times not to sell in that location due to safety concerns. Nonetheless, another water vendors encourages motorists to stop and support their business.
I would glad for people come and buy from we too. Because we sell cheaper. We sell for $100. In Chong is $120, $140.
And do remember to support the small businesses of the hard-working water vendors. For Channel 2 Headline News, Esther Sobers.
Wow, I might be in the wrong business. Thanks, Esther. There is a fight for the soul of the Guyana Public Service Union, and during the Labor Day March on Tuesday, our reporter Wendell Jeffrey caught up with Gregory Gasper. Gasper is the president of a new breakaway union that was formed to pull members from the GPSU.
Gregory Gaspar, president of the Guyana Civil Servants and General Workers Union.
I understand that this is a fairly new union.
Yes, it is.
You want to tell me a little about the formation of the union and who the union represents?
Okay, this union was formed, is mainly right now workers from GGMC. And in the future, we're planning to branch out and attract other public servants.
A lack of confidence in the Guyana Public Service Union has caused Gregory Gaspar and about 200 other persons to break away from the GPSU and start Guyana Newest Union. What has occasioned this?
Well, we would have been previously with Guyana Public Service Union. We have not been getting the kind of respect that is due to us. And we said plainly, how can we be a part of you when you are robbing us?
Gaspar says that he and the other founder members have concluded that the last GPSU elections were rigged, and in addition to other irregularities on the part of that union, they have parted ways.
We had some issues in terms of when was the last elections. It was rigged and taken away from us.
The new Civil Servants and Guyana Workers Union president added this.
Decided we'll branch out and hopefully the other public servants will come along with us. People are not really interested. They just probably be in a union because they don't have a choice. So we want to change the whole outlook.
Gaspar said that it is time for change, and he hopes that other union members will join the new union.
It's time for change. If you look about the union, trade unionism in Guyana is not where it's supposed to be. You must have it in you that, yeah, this is our thing, and we need to move forward and get trade unionism back again where it's supposed to be.
Wendell Jeffrey for Channel 2 Headline News.
Thanks, Wendell. We here at Channel 2 Headline News believe there are people in Guyana who go unrecognized for their exceptional service to the community. It is with this in mind that we introduce Headline News Person of the Week. Headline News Person of the Week recognizes those people in Guyana who are inspiring or are making a positive impact in their respective communities. A new Person of the Week will be featured on Channel 2 Headline News every Wednesday at 7 p.m. starting May 9th, 2018, as well as on our website, headlinenewsguyana.com. Do you know someone who deserves to be recognized? Contact us. Send your nomination to our Facebook account, or you can email us at safetv2hln@gmail.com with the subject heading Person of the Week nomination. In your message, please give the person's name, location, contact information, and a reason why they should be featured. If we like what we see, your nominee just may be featured on Headline News Person of the Week. Join us after the break for your regional news, international news, and more. Need a ride around town and beyond? Look no further than Oasis Ride Taxi Service. With affordable prices and some of the best drivers in the business, we've been delivering prompt and reliable service to Guyana for over 16 years. We also offer tours, chauffeur service, and even car rentals. You can call us at 231-5554 or 225-5496. For deals, specials, and more information, find our page on Facebook. Oasis Ride Taxi Service. Let's go.
Mucka Heavenly Light presents Tasha Cobbs and her band live in concert. In Guyana at the National Stadium, Providence. Bring the entire family out for a night of worship and praise in the presence of God. The celebration is on Saturday, June 9th, 18:30 hours.
6:30 p.m.
Featuring Redeemer Band, All Women Worship Band, Sean English, Sean Sobers, Dominion Dancers, and many more. It's Tasha Cup and her band
live in concert
in Guyana. Mark your calendars. It's gonna be big. Tickets $1,500 and $2,000 at the gate.
The Big King you love just chickened out. Introducing the new Chicken Big King with 2 crispy chicken patties and our signature king sauce. The new Chicken Big King, now part of our Burger King favorites. Only at Burger King, where taste is king.
Welcome back. BB Bacchus brings us the regional and international headlines of the day.
The Venezuelan government is leading an aggressive campaign to stabilize the economy. Police have arrested 11 top officials from the country's largest private bank. They have also pledged to temporarily intervene in the bank's activities to clean up purported illicit activities, officials said on Thursday. It was not clear whether the 90-day intervention would be a first step towards a full takeover of Benisco. It's the second round of arrests recently at the private interest following the detention of 2 Chevron employees. Attorney General Tariq William Saab, in a state TV broadcast, announced that the Benisco's executives had been detained following a surgical probe uncovering irregularities that devalue Venezuelans' flagging currency. On Thursday, Argentina's central bank hiked interest rates by 3 percentage points to 33.25%. This is the second increase in less than a week. However, the value of the peso continues to fall. Analysts say the crisis is escalating and looks set to continue. Argentina is in the middle of a pro-market economic reform program under President Mauricio Macri, who is seeking to reverse years of protectionism and high government spending under his predecessors. Inflation was about 25% in 2017, the highest rate in Latin America except for Venezuela. This year, the central bank has set an inflation target of 15% and has said it will continue to act to enforce it. And in international news, 6 people have drowned in Kenya in overnight flooding and 11 others are missing, local authorities said on Friday. This is the latest set of deaths caused by heavy seasonal rains in recent weeks. We are at the scene looking for bodies, Kajiado County Police Chief Kipkemboi Rob told the Associated Press after the Candidus River overflowed its banks on the outskirts of the capital, Nairobi. And finally, in what might just be the best day ever, a Canadian man has won a lottery jackpot on the day he retired, which was also his birthday. Vancouver's Ping Quen Shum bought a lotto ticket on the 28th of April as he was in a high spirit from his birthday and the last day of his working life. That night, the British Columbia Lottery Corporation confirmed that he had just won US $1.5 million. It's unbelievable that all 3 events happened on the same day. I have worked hard for so many years and I'm looking forward to sharing this fortune with my family. Ping said he is planning a trip to China with his newly acquired funds. Reporting for Channel 2 Headline News, Bibi Bacchus.
Now for your 7-day weather forecast and bridge retraction schedule. And that's Channel 2 Headline News for this Friday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to find Channel 2 Headline News on Facebook, YouTube, as well as our website, headlinenewsguyana.com. You can also tune in Sunday morning at 6:30 for a rebroadcast, and Monday evening at 7 o'clock for more news. For now, I'm George Gonzalez, signing out from this newscast, saying thank you for welcoming us into your homes, and do have a blessed week.